General Hospital spoilers. Lucas faces a deadly turn at Wyndemere. A heavy fog curled around Spoon Island, swallowing up the moonlight like a predator savoring its prey. Wyndemere Castle stood tall and silent, a brooding shadow on the cliff's edge, yet on this night it felt alive, pulsing with danger. Inside, Lucas Jones moved through its labyrinthine corridors with a sense of dread creeping up his spine. What started as an urgent house call had quickly morphed into something far darker, and Lucas already wished he had listened to his instincts and stayed far, far away. It began with a call from an unrecognized number. The voice on the other end was strained, almost trembling. "Dr. Jones, please, someone's hurt. Wyndemere, hurry." The line had gone dead before Lucas could ask a single question. Against better judgment, and with no one else immediately reachable, he rushed to Spoon Island. Now, the castle's eerie stillness made his heartbeat thunder in his ears. "Hello," Lucas called out, his voice echoing down the long stone hallway. "I'm Dr. Lucas Jones. Someone called for medical help." Silence. He took another cautious step. His gut churned. Wyndemere was never a place of comfort. Its walls held too many secrets, too much bloodshed. But tonight the air felt loaded, as if the walls themselves were waiting for something terrible to happen. Just as he reached the entry into the main parlor, a figure stepped forward from the shadows. "Avery," Lucas gasped. But no, it wasn't her. It was Nicholas Cassadine. Nicholas looked exhausted, haunted even, his eyes rimmed with sleepless shadows. He shook his head. "I didn't call you." "Then who did?" Before Nicholas could answer, a sharp crash echoed from the east wing. Both men turned toward the sound. "Someone else is here," Lucas whispered. Nicholas swallowed hard. Someone who shouldn't be. They moved together toward the noise, but the further they walked, the colder the air became. And inside that chill, Lucas felt an unmistakable prickling sensation, a feeling of being watched. Windemere's lights flickered ominously. "Is this another Cassadine game?" Lucas snapped, irritation covering fear. "Because if someone dragged me out here for theatrics." "This isn't a game," Nicholas said quietly. "Someone's trying to destroy everything I have left." Before Lucas could ask what he meant, the door to the east corridor slammed behind them with a violent bang. Lucas jerked around, heart racing. "Nicholas," he said sharply, "we're not alone." They weren't. A faint, rhythmic creaking echoed through the hallway like the slow swing of a pendulum. Lucas shone his phone's flashlight ahead. That's when he saw it. A smear of blood along the stone floor. Fresh. His throat tightened. Oh my God. Nicholas knelt beside the trail, his jaw tightening. "This wasn't here an hour ago." "And you didn't call me," Lucas said. "So whoever's bleeding, they wanted me to find them." The implication hit both of them at once. A trap. Windemere's reputation was legendary. If someone wanted revenge, or wanted to lure a Cassadine or a Jones into a deadly game, this fortress was the perfect stage. A soft moan slipped from behind a half-open door to their right. Lucas rushed forward, pushing past Nicholas. Inside the dim room, the pale figure of Austin Gatlin Holt lay slumped against the wall, blood seeping from a deep gash in his side. "Austin," Lucas dropped to his knees. "What happened? Who did this?" Austin's eyes fluttered open. Pain distorted his features. "Too late, trap." "Who?" Lucas insisted, checking the wound, applying pressure with trembling hands. "Austin, stay with me." Nicholas scanned the room, tense and alert. He shouldn't even be here. Lucas was already pulling medical supplies from his bag, his fingers working fast. "Help me lift him." As they positioned Austin more securely, Austin whispered, "She's here. She said she'd make you pay, both of you." "She," Lucas echoed. "Who?" A loud metallic click cut him off. Nicholas recognized it instantly. The sound of a lock engaging. It came from the hallway. Someone had just trapped them inside the room. "Lucas," Nicholas said carefully, "we have to move, now." He helped Lucas pull Austin to his feet. Lucas' mind raced. Austin was rapidly losing blood, and if they didn't get him to GH soon, he might not survive. But as they reached the hallway door, a slow, mocking clap reverberated through the corridor. A figure stepped into view. Dressed in black, hooded, quiet, menacing. But her voice, unmistakable. Did you really think you could just walk away from everything you've done? Lucas froze. Nell, he whispered. The hood slipped back. Nell Benson Archer stared at them with a smile too cold to be human. Surprised to see me, she asked sweetly. You shouldn't be. After all, death never stops a Benson. Lucas felt the world tilt. Nell was dead. He knew she was dead. He had attended the memorial. They had all accepted it. But she was here. Alive. And furious. Nell, Nicholas warned, stepping forward. Whatever you think you're doing. Oh, please, Nicholas, she laughed. I've been planning this for months. Austin helped me fake the first part of it until I didn't need him anymore. Austin groaned weakly. She tricked me. Luca's stomach twisted. Let him go, Nell. He's dying. Isn't that poetic? Nell purred. A doctor unable to save someone again. Lucas flinched at the razor-sharp accusation. You blame me for Brad, he said quietly, for everything that happened. Nell's smile vanished, replaced by a storm of rage. You were part of it. You were all part of it. And now you're here exactly where I want you. She lifted a gun. Lucas' breath caught. Nell, think about Wiley, he whispered. She hesitated. Just long enough. Nicholas lunged. The gunshot echoed through the stone hallway like thunder. The world slowed. Lucas gasped as the bullet tore past him, grazing his arm, splintering the wall behind him. Nicholas! He shouted as another shot rang out, but Nicholas had already tackled Nell to the floor, the gun skittering away. Austin collapsed, bleeding heavily. Lucas, hurry. Lucas scrambled to his side, panic surging. His mind switched to pure survival mode. He tore open his kit, applying gauze and firm compression. He had to keep Austin conscious, had to buy time. Behind him, Nicholas and Nell struggled violently, their shadows dancing across the stone walls like battling phantoms. Nicholas, Lucas called. We have to get out of here. But Nell broke free, grabbing a shard of broken glass. Lucas, she hissed, you're not leaving this island alive. Another lunge. Another flash of steel. And then, the floor beneath them shuddered violently. A tremor. One that shook the entire castle. Nicola's eyes widened. She rigged the detonator. Lucas, run. Lucas grabbed Austin under the arms, using every ounce of strength. Panic fueled his adrenaline. Stay with me, Austin. Stay awake. Nell screamed furiously as debris crashed from the ceiling. I'll finish what I started, she vowed. But the roar of collapsing stone drowned her out. Lucas dragged Austin toward the exit as Wyndemere crumbled behind them. And when they reached the courtyard, collapsing onto the damp earth, Lucas looked back just long enough to see a portion of the castle fold in on itself. Nell, he whispered. Gone, buried, still alive. There was no way to know. But one thing was certain. This wasn't over. Not by a long shot. Because in the shadows of Spoon Island, nothing stays dead forever.